Well, if you want to tell me that this particular fighter is on the wrong end of the power equation, I'll give you that. But few guys can match his speed and his footwork. Prevailing wisdom is he'll try to fight on the outside tonight, stick and move a little bit. Exceptionally quick on his feet, sets up angles beautifully, manages distance as good as anybody on the roster, knows how to set up his attacks, knows how to stay at his opponent's range. Figures to be a big part of the strategy tonight, given the power that's coming back. So here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And you talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he can take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the finish. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Assassin.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200, Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight we get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. His misses are entertaining. So a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away, and he's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job. Nice punch here.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. We cross the midpoint in round one.
What a great job using the offhand to dictate the pace.
Inside, he's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Well, his opponent seemed to be stunned to a significant extent, but was able to recover, and it's almost like he let him off the hook.
Kind of let him off the hook. He needed to really put his foot on the gas. Oh. What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Clipped him with the right hand there. All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement. Perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and now a head kick to boot. Well, Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. 30 seconds now to go in round one. Well, we've seen a lot of...
He got hurt bad here.
Oh, damage done. Bleeding from his cheek now. Round two next. All right, so the round is over. You see, obviously, the fighter has a cut on his cheek sustained in that round, but better to be below the eye than above it. The cut man is in there trying to close it up.
We've trained for this before.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
And it was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Blocks the shot to the body. Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, that's big.
Man, is his chin lifted. Throwing that jab, no good. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now. He's starting to show himself.
Flush to the head.
He is getting lit up. His face already has a big old cut on the side.
Takes his back now.
Now he's going full mount. He's got to be careful here.
Oh, big elbow.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Under 2 minutes now to go. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd was... right there, his opponent's wobble chin.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point.
Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Sets up that leg kick beautifully. Good run.
Hey, stop.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Look at the turnover in that kick.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Well, he's had next to no answers for the body shots here tonight, and now some redness really starting to develop on that side.
We're starting to see the damage. We're starting to visibly see the effect that all these body strikes are taking.
Terrific shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one.
Oh, he continues to land a high number of strikes in this round. Really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. Certainly have to be mindful that you don't gas out, but you gotta like the output on display here. Thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Well, significant swelling now in and around that left eye. Might even be starting to close. You wonder if the offensive fighter is going to start to get frustrated here. Most, if not all, of these shots are getting blocked.
They're getting blocked because he's fighting one of the best defensive fighters in the UFC.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised. Combinations here.
He's hurt so bad. He's got to find safety. Find a way that you can recover. Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Gets back to his feet. Big knee there to the chest. Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now, a lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. He should be full.
Oh, saved by the bell. That's the end of the round, and thankfully for him, it came at the right time. He got knocked down just before the horn. We'll see if his corner can keep him in the fight. Just 60 seconds with which to recover here before the next round. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, trying to pass here. As Robert Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Big ground and pound.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
This work.
Oh, you gotta be careful there, yep.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, closed guard now. You gotta be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. And he will let his opponent stand up here. .90 seconds now to go in the round. Nice. Well, he is clearly faded in this one, and I'm not talking about the high and tight skin fade on my man Daniel Cormier. He got stunned earlier in the round, and mentally I feel like he checked out a little bit.
He hasn't been able to build back and fight the way that we're used to seeing him fight. He needs to take a breath, take a moment, and get back to work.
Well, he's been rendered defensive at this point, but a nice job getting his hands up to protect that cut and prevent any further damage. Beautiful right punch, follows it up with the left. Right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
That'll do it!
Oh my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. All right, the official decision is in. Here once more, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 41 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout pass.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.
I'm up to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out.